Man has taken on a yearly challenge to raise money for the Maine Veterans Project. Mike Laliberty was once again out on Maple Street this morning flipping a 400-pound tire for an entire mile. Now, through the years, he's flipped the tire through rain, intense heat, shoulder surgery, and even after losing one of his legs. It began as a personal challenge, but has since taken off as a fundraiser. This year, he hoped to raise $25,000 for the Maine Veterans Project in the memory of the 22 veterans who take their lives every day.
So we're a small organization that just goes by individual donations. So when we get a big infusion like this, it really helps us sit down and plan out some programs, get some veteran projects approved, and really just start putting it to good use.
Now, we are pleased to announce that not only did Mike set a new personal record with a time of 2 hours and 39 minutes, but the goal of $25,000 has already been exceeded. Now, the page still has 8 days left for donations. We'll have a link on our website if you'd like to